Hello everyone, this is Martin. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon, just before the trading starts again for another week at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is now approximately 10 minutes to 4 o'clock on this beautiful Sunday, May the 17th. And yeah, the weather is amazing outside. I mean, I'd love to be outdoors. I love nature. I love going for walks. I love gardening. I love all the outdoor stuff. And yeah, I'd love to take advantage of this amazing weather that we're having right now. Beautiful hot day here in Toronto. And but you know what? Someone's got to do some work. And I'm going to get ready for another trading week. So somebody's got to do a job around here. I guess it might as well be me. And let's see what we have available as far as trading opportunities for the upcoming week, May the 18th to the 22nd. As well, we're going to start off with a review of what I discussed in last week's video on last week's trading opportunities. So we're going to do a review, and then we're going to also talk about the current week coming up. So let's start right away. Okay, we've got the Euro USD chart. It's one of the major currency pairs. And last week I mentioned that we were in an uptrend continuation. So you can see prices generally going higher. Okay, making higher highs and higher lows. So here's a higher low past over the previous low. Here's another higher low over the previous low. And basically I said buy at support. And what that means, last week, price was about here. And I mentioned we should wait for price to come back or retrace to a support area. And where it actually turned around, let's take a look to your left. I've drawn in a little pink line here. So what's happening is price did come back down, and let me do something else, just down to this level right here. So if you look at your left, this was a pin bar where price had gone all the way down. It was rejected by the buyers. The buyers brought price back up right at this level right here, and you can see price came right down to here and then went back up north. So basically a bounce off of support. And I mentioned to you that price would most likely hit close to the 1500 area. We're pretty close to that right now. So for the upcoming week, I would say wait for price to either come back down to just this area right here. You see where the pin bar starts, or somewhere down to here. I would say wait for price to retrace first, or wait for a breakout just above here, or above the 1500, 1520 area. You can wait for a breakout as well, and that might be a good idea because I believe price, if it does that, price is going to go much higher again. As you can see below, MACD is above the zero. Okay, so basically wait for a retracement and then take a buy trade, or wait for a breakout above the 1500, 1520 mark, and watch price go higher. Now the next one is the British Pound USD. And last week, if you can remember, we had a huge up momentum candle, and I basically mentioned to you that we should wait for price to either retrace or in other words, buy on dips or breakout, as you can see right here. And price did actually break out. If you look back at your left here, not only did price break out the previous high, which is right here, but with this candle, but price also broke out long-term resistance with this gray rectangle. If you again look at the left side of the chart, the previous high here, this is evidence of long-term resistance. So price broke right up on right on through. And I did say that price was most likely going to go up to the 15700 area, which I've indicated on the chart. and price even went up a little bit higher than that. Now it's come back down to about this area right here. So basically, I was pretty correct in my assessment of what was going to happen. Again, due to the British elections, the results were very favorable, very positive for the British economy, and that's why price took off like a rocket. And I believe price is now going to come back down. Price, you can either watch for price to come back down to this gray rectangle area, or if not, then at least down. See, that's the problem here. How far down it's going to come, I'm not too sure. At least halfway, maybe down to about here. If it goes lower than 15700, it may come down to about the 156.50 area, something like that. But again, the other idea is just wait for a breakout, because I do believe price is going to go. Let me just adjust something for a second. Hold on. Okay, that's a little bit better. So you can see price, once it breaks this high over here, it's probably going to go higher again. So you can either wait for a retracement or for price to break out. Again, the MACD is above the 0 level. Okay, so next chart, we've got the Australian USD. And last week we mentioned that price was in a triangle consolidation. Price was being squeezed in between the upper and the lower trend lines that I've drawn in pink here. But you can see it, price with a huge momentum candle has actually broken way above the upper trend line out of this triangle consolidation, and now it's coming back to retrace support again. So where is it going to come down to? This is a bit of a pin bar right here. I believe price will come down a little bit lower again, maybe come down to about close to the low of the pin bar, and then I would expect price to go higher again. So I mean, this is what I'm thinking. Again, we did have a breakout above the triangle consolidation. We've made a new higher high here. Okay. This is the previous high. This is a higher high. So price looks like it's in an uptrend. We just want to make sure, and the best thing to do is wait for price to retrace back down to about this level right here, or down to the 8,000 level, or slightly below the 8,000 level, and then take another buy trade going higher, or you can just wait for a breakout above the high here. Okay, again, the MACD is above 0, so that's what I'm thinking. Now the next chart is the New Zealand USD, and last week we said price was in a channel. It was in a slightly upward channel, but price actually broke down last week below the lower trend line. You can see that, and I mentioned that well, price was here last week, and I mentioned that I'm sorry, that with this white candle, price was here. I thought price would actually go higher, and I said take a buy trade either now or wait for a retracement. For those people that waited for a retracement, the next candle was a huge retracement, and that was unbelievable. Just complete opposite to what I had thought. But I did say take a wait for a retracement, or take a buy trade right then and there. In the meantime, prices come back down again to where you would have gotten in originally if you would have waited. But again, we're back into this channel. We really have to wait and see. So I'm basically saying wait. Price has to break below the 0.7400 mark. Price has to break below there, okay, for it to continue down lower, and then it will come down to at least meet the previous low here. Or here's another idea: wait for price to break higher above the 75.60 area, which is right here. If you can wait, if price closes above there, then price will go higher from that point on. So again, it's just a wait and see situation. MACD is below 0, so almost kind of favoring price to come down a little bit lower. But again, this pair is tricky to trade right now, so just wait and see. Price will either break below here, support, or price will break above resistance right here. Okay, next chart is the US Swiss franc. Last week I said wait for price to retrace, then sell at resistance. Last week price was about here. It did actually go up to resistance, the 93.40 area. which is minor resistance. You can look back at your left side and see why I picked this area as a minor resistance. So again, with Friday's candle, we have kind of a pin bar. It's kind of a bullish pin bar in the fact that price most likely will go higher. However, if price breaks below this, the 9100 area, if price breaks below here, which is again confirmed by the previous low right here. If price breaks below here, price is going to go all the way down to the 8800 area. Okay. However, if you want to wait to see what happens, price may come back all the way up to here, the 9340 area. I have designated this or shown this to you on the chart as a minor resistance area. If price goes up to here, you can almost, well, I would almost say it's safe to take a sell trade from this point on. So you can either wait for a retracement, take a sell trade to go down, or wait for a breakout below the 9100 area for price to go down lower. I think we are in a downtrend, and so again I'm saying sell at rally, which means wait for price to go higher or wait for a breakout. MACD is below the 0. You can see that right here. Okay, so the next chart we've got the USCAD. Last week I said wait for price to retrace, then sell at resistance. Price basically last week held at the resistance right here and fell from the 120-100 area, and right now I'm kind of thinking that price is probably going to go down lower. However, price may retest either this area, or the 120-100, and then take a sell trade, or just wait for a breakout below the low here. And if price breaks below this gray rectangle area, or what I mentioned last week, the 119.52 area, then price is most likely going to go all the way down to the 1800 area. Okay, so again, you can wait for a retrace or a breakout to the downside. I'm basically saying we're in a downtrend, sell at resistance or a breakout. The MACD, as you can see, is below 0. And my last chart is the US Japanese yen. This was a strange one. Last couple of days, last week, price is still basically in a, and I mentioned last week, price was in a sideways trading channel, which was designated by the resistance here, the gray rectangle, and the support. But now I've drawn in some trend lines here, and now I'm saying we're basically in a triangle consolidation, which to me means wait, because something big's going to happen. Price is being squeezed between these two pink lines, which are the trend lines, and price will either go higher or price will go lower. So basically I'm saying wait. We want to wait. If price closes below the 118.50 area, like if price closes below here, okay, as confirmed by the long-term support, then price is going to go down much lower, and we're going to retest this area here and long-term swing low right over here. Okay, so either you can wait for a breakout below here, or just a second. I'm going to do something, or wait for price to break higher. Not only don't wait for price to break the trend line, but wait for price to break above the gray rectangle, which is resistance, above the 120.54. So it's a bit of a wait. It may, I don't know if it's going to happen next week, but price is going to get squeezed in. Something will happen. It's either going to break to the downside or break to the upside in a big way, and it's just wait and hold. Okay, so this is what I see for the upcoming week. Hopefully you enjoyed this online video lesson, and happy trading for everyone. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me any questions. There are no dumb questions. I will look forward to answering everything that you send me. If you have any trade suggestions, I can review them as well for you. So again, happy trading. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.